All right, should be a quick video, but we'll find out. I just wanted to make a quick apology to everybody and give you an update on where things are at. I have been trying like hell. I've been checking something almost every day, trying to find something runnable. I've been checking corn. I checked beans today. I cannot find anything that'll run. We can't catch a break at all. Like if we could catch, we need about 3 days in a row like this, like this all day, and we might be able to run beans. Even if we'd have had it all day today, you might have found some spots that would run, but all morning it was about 48-50 degrees until about noon, and then about 12:30, 1 o'clock the sun finally came out, and it went from about 50 degrees to 62 degrees. The air dried out. I mean, we had a dew that looked like a 1/4 inch rain until noon when the sun came out. The dew wasn't even drying off this morning. So basically all the sun did was dry off the dew, and by the time the sun starts to set this evening, it probably won't even have started to pull the moisture down that's just been in the beans from this last batch of rain we had. And these 5-6 hours we're gonna get out of it today that's it. Tomorrow's supposed to be back to cloudy, overcast, and by tomorrow evening we're back to rain chances. And we've got rain Wednesday, Thursday, or sorry, Wednesday evening, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then we have no rain, but mostly cloudy to overcast next week until Wednesday, and then rain Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And something's got to give here, because this ain't good. Nobody's been cutting beans, for obvious reasons. This corn right here, looks dry. Ears are kind of dropped. You'd think, yeah, maybe down around 20. I checked this corn. What day did I check this corn? Saturday or Sunday I checked this. This corn's still 27%. And it looks dry. I mean, you would not expect that corn to be 27. I'm sure it's drier in spots, but because of how uneven everything came up this year, that field average is averaging right now about 27% moisture. I don't know anybody that's shelling corn under 25 right now. I got a few buddies that have been shelling. They're shelling 26, 27, some spots north of 30. I actually got a phone call today from one of the guys at the elevator seeing if I wanted to sell some more beans because the market's up a little bit today. And I told him no, because I don't know if we're going to be able to get beans off before the end of November, and I don't want to put out another contract that I ain't going to be able to fill in time. So, but I asked him how corn's looking. He said they haven't been bringing in any corn under 25%. Most of it's been pushing 30. And he said their dryer's been filling up by midday. So this has got something's got to give. So I guess I wanted to apologize, because content here is going to be kind of skinny for a while, because I can't get any field work done, because everything's still got something on it. I'm gonna have to change my plan with wheat. I'm probably not gonna get out the 20 acres that I initially planned on, because all my bean ground this year somehow worked out to end up on all the wet ground, and every one of the bean fields I got left to cut has water standing in it somewhere, which doesn't help the situation none either. So if we keep getting this rain, that ground ain't gonna dry out enough to get wheat planted on. So as much as I didn't want to put wheat there, I think the 2 fields that I got cut, that would at least give me 8 acres. That would give me enough, should give me enough straw to fill the loft as long as I get a decent crop of wheat off of it. And I'm probably gonna bump my population up north of what I've been planting. I got plenty of seed. So I think the wheat is gonna end up going over there, which hopefully after this next bout of rain we got over the next 3.5 days, since that ground's lighter, I can just go over there, disc it, plant it, be done with it, and at least have some wheat out for next year. If I get more planted later in November, great. If not, we'll auger the seed off the wagon back into a mini bulk and save it for next year, I guess. So hopefully next week we can get wheat in the ground. Like I say, it's not where I wanted to put it, but if I want to get anything out, it's gonna have to go there. So there is that coming. I got a couple small projects that I could do, but none of them are video worthy, and I don't want to just start making a bunch of dumb crappy filler videos that don't amount to anything, because nobody ends up watching those, and those end up hurting more than they end up helping. So I honestly can't tell you how things are going to go for the next few weeks until we get some sort of change in this crappy weather. So yeah, I think that's where we're at. It's not a good time. Even if at this point, I would also really like a frost to snap the rest of the green out of what's left. Because I went and walked a bean field today, and you go out in the middle of it and there's a wet spot with water standing in it, obviously, and the beans that are in that wet spot still have leaves on them. It's like, my God. So I don't know. It's stressful. It's depressing. There's all sorts of words to describe it right now, but none of them are good. So, like I say, this is an apology, because there's not going to be a whole lot of content coming up here for a little bit, because there's just nothing I can do. It's driving me up a wall, because I am not built to not have anything to do, and I've been running around in circles trying to find something to do, and it just... So, like I said, I think in the last video, corn, I'm not even planning on looking at it again until November 1st. I can't afford to take that kind of hit on moisture. Apparently some guys can if they're hauling into the elevator at 30%, but my God, I mean, at 2.5 cents per half point, you're at 5 cents a point. Even at 25%, you're at 50 cents a bushel loss right off the top before anything. And if you're hauling it in at 30, your test weight's going to be low, so you're going to get hit for low test weight too. Like, I don't know how guys can afford that. So I don't know. I don't know. If I had all the answers, I wouldn't be on YouTube. I'd be off out west somewhere on my own little chunk of paradise, and nobody would ever hear from me again. But that ain't happening. So anyhow, this has already gotten long enough for me just talking about doom and gloom. So like I say, I'm sorry, content's going to be skinny for a while. I don't know what to tell you. Like I say, there ain't no point in trying to make a bunch of bullshit filler videos, because it just, nobody watches that crap. And YouTube, if the viewership starts dropping, then YouTube punishes you harshly. And if you don't keep a regular upload schedule, YouTube punishes you harshly. So it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. But anyhow, that's enough of that. So that's it for this one. We'll catch you guys on the next one, whenever that may be.